I'm like, bro, I had this nigga where I wanted him, bro, in this fucking game, bro. I swear, bro. And I've never that I will say this, that has never happened to me since I've been playing Madden. That has not happened to me since I've been playing Madden. I have not blue screen, disconnected, power shut off while being in a group with people, right? While being in a party. Nigga say you can't have your points. We're gonna start from scratch, nigga. I'm about to go to sleep, bro. You ain't shit. You know I had the ball and I was up a touchdown, nigga. You gonna rape me out of my goddamn points? Oh, so if you disconnected, you gonna give me my points back, though.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
It might happen again. From the looks of it, it ain't looking too pretty. My plays are loading up really slow. But let's go. We're good.
First carry for the rookie Nick Chubb.
You don't want to run up the middle.
Up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They pitch it to Chubb, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man, it's Ratliff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown.
See you exploiting that rollout glitch, boy. Okay.
Lewis, his first touchdown on the
That'll
year.
stop
and
real
the
quick.
Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
So you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run for it. Chubb. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Get set. Blue 80. Raider 2. Get set, get set.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Trucks over him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it'll bring up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Yo, Chief.
Throwing his car on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Check. Gun!
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Leopard! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now here come the Raiders. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. White Monday down. 6 guys. Check 694.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what you do
put your foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 62 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. To throw, it's Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. Crunch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93.
To throw again. Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
808. Down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Well, Jumbo.
On 3rd down, Carr. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
808. 637. I got wide. You're mine. 618.
They do go for it. It's Carr letting one go deep for Watt. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, here we go.
A give. This is Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that was back-to-back really nice plays. Some of the offenses call them explosive plays. Pick up nice chunks of yardage, and now they're set up 1st and goal inside the 10. I'd like to be the defensive coordinator right now. What can he dial up to flip the momentum and stop him on the next play? Maybe he decides to come with a little bit of pressure.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Detroit!
Now Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
4 down. Check.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. In for the score. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Hey, you're on an island over there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
7:34.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
6:37. 29.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Single. Watch 12, Jumbo.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
1st down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Move. 4 down. Alert. You're mine. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Hey, 4 down. Mike 51, Mike. We're good. And 7:34. 6:18. Under 10. Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Carr. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Down. Blue 80. White Monday down. Purdue. I'm coming. I'm coming. 6-18.
Carr to throw again. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Throwing. Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. The 40. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Cover 0. Down. 180.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
6:37.
From the gun, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yo, Chief. Deuce right, Chief. Shift. Yo, Chief.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike 50.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He won't go down. A big play that time for Cleveland. 67 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's caught out left by Perriman. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The pitch to Fournette. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
3-19.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That's caught by the rookie, Nick Chubb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Second down, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side.
Boy, you've been getting some bullshit passes all fucking game.
Finish it off on EA Sports after this. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Down! 180!
They'll run it again with Fournette. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
4 down. Check. Go. Get set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Carr now on first down. Complete to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for the Browns. 71 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Mayfield to throw it, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
29.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bryant. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this one is in.
Can't even say good game because I beat your ass the first time.
Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Fucking 4 picks this game. I didn't even throw not one fucking pick last game. Look at this shit. Damn, man. I just spread the line because I'm already blitzing 5. Talking about the D-line. The D-line's always blitzing. I don't ever put the D-line in coverage unless I know you're throwing to the flats. All I was doing was spreading the D-line and spreading the offensive linebacker, the defensive linebackers.